My bad, folks. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. I don't know what happened.
Part two,
Just
part two, part two, part two.
part two, y'all. Part two. But yeah, so we were pretty much talking about the Derek Chauvin trial, things like that, and how pretty much the Derek Chauvin attorney filed for motion for new trial, pretty much saying that he felt like the jury was biased. I don't know. We already said I already spoke my piece on it. They want to do whatever they can do to make sure whatever that this guy is comfortable. So that's
Right,
just
right.
what it is.
It's what
So
they do.
yeah, crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, man. We're gonna move on from the topic. But ja,
Yes,
again,
sir.
man, I appreciate you for taking the time out your busy schedule for joining us today, man.
So,
Most
Um,
definitely. Definitely.
definitely. So tell us, man, why don't you go ahead and tell us about what you do, what you got going on, what projects you got coming up.
man, like I said earlier, I'm a filmmaker, podcast producer, and I came from promoting as well, promoting musicians and music and all that. But basically, I'm just right now, I'm just building my catalog via podcasts and talk shows, game shows, music video shows. Taking it back by doing some of these kind of productions because some of the things we're doing now in this this virtual landscape, we couldn't do before unless we had like a lot of equipment or a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So now that everything is virtual and the kind of playing field is level, as a producer, for 10 plus years now, I'm doing things that I couldn't do before without having a large production. Via podcasts, talk shows, like I said, game shows. Shout out to Steph, his game show, Steph, Trash Bars for 500. You know what I mean? Music video shows. Salute to Kicking in the Door show. Salute to Conversations with Mary Jane, aka Mary Jane's playlist, and the other shows on my channel, aka my network, because I am building a network. In the making, I have probably 20 plus shows under my belt at this point since the pandemic started. I had to shut down my studio and go virtual, but it kind of bulked up my business. So name of my network is the iRant Network. And you can find us via the Ranters Union on YouTube, the Ranters Union, as well as iRantLive.tv. iRantLive.tv is our beta website. We got another one coming up soon. And look forward to working with the BKE podcast as well. Hopefully you guys bring your talents over there as well. You know what I mean? And
For sure. I'm down, man. You
that's
already know.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can go ahead and make the announcement right now if you want to, man.
Hey, I like that. So, BKE podcast is coming to the iRant network. You know what I'm saying?
But we gotta celebrate,
You gotta celebrate, baby.
Hey,
Oh,
let's
so
get this money.
yeah, man, exactly. So I really look forward to bringing some experience and my network to the people I work with and people like yourselves with vision. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody has that vision to even understand the benefit of networking and working together in collaborative efforts. You know what I'm saying? So right now, everything that we were deprived of coming up as youth, saying, damn, if that was me on the TV, I'd say it like this, or I'd do it like that. Now is our turn. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? Thank goodness to the virtual landscape. So,
Yes, sir.
and follow me on IG if you just want to tap in. You can see my old studio / talk to me about business on the at I Rant Podcast Studio, or just hit up at Ja_logic. You know what I mean? I'm a real approachable person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm real big on networking, and also salute to DC. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about that on Trash Bars yesterday. That's like one of my second homes. You know what I'm saying? I used to come out there since a young boy. My father lived there my whole growing up, so I would go out there all the time, see my pops and my little brother over there in the Northeast. So just throw that out there, the sidebar. So yeah, man, I love this show right here. You know what I mean? I love the vibe. Y'all brothers is real smart and intelligent as well as funny. You know what I mean? So thank you for having me. Word. Salute to Virginia Slim, who just popped up into the content.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Salute.
Ranters Union. Word. Real talk. Salute to y'all. You know.
Definitely, man. Let's see if we got Jarice, man. You there? Yeah, we can't see you, brother.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's I'm gonna see if I can rejoin and
That should say, please start your cam.
I don't know what's going on. It was working perfectly when we was in the last room, but now it's just
Well,
like,
last time when you came on, we saw that first too. We saw that first. Yeah. So
Might need a little time to load up or something. Like that.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed this, y'all. Word. Real talk. What made you start the BKE podcast?
To be honest, man, what actually made me start, start the BK podcast is, wait, you got camera keep going on, my bad.
Oh, good.
What actually made me start the BKE podcast is, I started out doing a sports podcast called The Hog Side. And pretty much I do coverage on the Washington football team.
Okay.
And I just wanted to do a podcast that's not about sports, you know what I'm saying, but I wanted to actually, have a platform where pretty much talk about anything and everything, you know what I'm saying? I caught up with my buddies and I gave them an idea, pitched them an idea, and they was like, all right, cool, we'll do it with you. And this was born. I was actually looking back to the actual very first episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the very first episode, looking at to where we are now. I'm lost for words, man. I'm glad that we're here now. It's only going to get further from here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it's at, and I appreciate you, Ja, and the Ranters Union for bringing us along board on the team. So I'm all for it. Ranters Union, let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Also, if you guys want, these T-shirts will be available pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So this is just this is just something for me right now, but they will definitely be on the market soon. We'll have them available for everybody to purchase. Definitely stay tuned for that. Everybody gonna be able to wear the crown. Hashtag respect the crown. That's
Respect
what
the crown, always.
yeah, respect the crown always, man. I want everybody to be able to feel royalty. So yeah. We actually wait for Jarice right now. Not sure exactly what happened with Jarice. Hold on, man.
Well, technical difficulty. We'll get him back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll get him back real quick.
Said she's so proud of you. She's in the comments.
I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. Like, what I'm saying, I got a Step, man. This is my own shirt right now, man. I gotta get the crew some shirts, man. I know the crew been asking about the shirts, so I'm actually gonna get the shirts made next week so we can all be rocking them. So we can all be rocking. So man, I appreciate you guys, man. This is what it's all about. Be honest, I want to thank the supporters and the viewers, man, because everybody watching, you guys make this happen. You guys keep watching. You guys help me create content. You guys interact with me. We interact with y'all. And this is what it's all about, man. And so I'm just looking to grow. You know what I'm saying? Build the business, build the brand, and
I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, I bought Trends on, man. This is actually a funny story. Actually,
Yes,
I met Trends about a few months ago, and I met Trends, through mutual friend, and Trends was telling me about his podcast, which is direct. the Red Cup Chronicles, which
I
is
enjoyed that, man. I took the Red Cup Chronicles, man.
a very dope show. Very dope
Appreciate
show
it, man.
I
by
enjoyed
Appreciate
Nikki,
it.
by Nikki and Trends, and they brought me along as the co-host. So now I'm a part of that. I'm part of that family now, and so it's been great. So I asked Trends. I said, man, won't you come on to the BKE team, the BKE family, and what I'm saying, that way you can expand. You know what I'm saying, and brought him on, and then I met Step after. And Step, what I'm saying, he's a comedian, and I was like, man, I want to keep you busy. He actually had me on Trash Boston 500 one week, and I actually like the show. It's actually a pretty good fucking show. Like I didn't really expect how great it was, and I see that it can grow. So I was pretty much like after that I told Step, man, I want to actually I want to get you on the BKE podcast. And he was like, so I actually had him on as a special guest.
right.
And after that, I seen how well he did, how much he interacted with people, and it was great. So I asked him, I said, yo, Steph, how about you come on the show again next week, and I'm gonna make a huge announcement. And he was like, what's that? I said, you want to be a part of the family. I think that you would, fit well within the King Circle.
Facts.
And
Not to cut your wisdom short, I just want to say a couple things. You know what I mean? First,
Yeah.
salute to you brothers for having vision and networking with each other so accurately. You know what I mean? But also, like Steph loves this shit, man. Like Steph, to give him his flowers, like Steph really loves podcasting, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I knew that since I first met Steph too. And also to piggyback off of that, I want to say, isn't it dope how through the quarantine, so many of us still found a way to network with each other? So
Yes.
man, that shit is amazing. That shit is amazing because there's a lot of people I probably wouldn't even tapped in with, if it wasn't for the quarantine. I wasn't even using my Instagram too real, to be real with you, until the quarantine. Like I just had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, like me either. Like honestly, with the pandemic happening, I just wanted to do something different, but I couldn't because the pandemic, we had the quarantine, we couldn't be out, things like that. So I'm like, damn, what can I do? And then boom, I heard a Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, me being on Clubhouse, being introduced to a lot of other like-minded individuals, business owners, entrepreneurs, and seeing that they are actually like, famous celebrities that is on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a few investors, like what's the guy name that's on Shark Tank, the black guy?
I know
you're talking about. Yeah.
He's on Clubhouse. Kid and Play, they're on Clubhouse. It's big investors on Clubhouse as well that they host forums and stuff like that, and they give you a chance to speak and promote your brand. And if they like you, they give you an opportunity. And honestly, if it wasn't for Clubhouse, actually gave me the courage to actually go out and network. You know what I'm saying? And it made me into like a networking guy. You know what I'm saying? Like now, if I'm out and about, I ain't got no problem with throwing you a card or two. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I was like, I don't know if you're gonna take this card, but here you go, man. Here you go, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Clubhouse
Now,
is
I walk up to
definitely
you, yeah, exactly.
gonna open you up.
Yeah,
Pause.
Jerice, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, you good now? All right, man. All right.
Speaking of Kid and Play though, real quick, I want to shout out Play. He got a new documentary out called I Dance, and it's available on a Black streaming platform. And I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Salute the Redemption who just pulled up. Salute the Redemption.
Nice, very nice.
When our OG reps, I just put it. It's called Stream Waze. Stream WAZE. Black owned. You know what I'm saying? Streaming platform. So. We're going to have to network with them too. You know what I mean? Because they just coming up, but they got a lot of content on there. And salute to them.
Yeah, most definitely, man. We're gonna actually have a sit down. We're gonna talk about some things. We definitely gotta do that. Definitely. But Jerice, we finally got you back, man. We've been winging it over here, man. We've been running out of alcohol and words.
I apologize. I'm here now.
It's all good, man.
Let me grab my
Nah, you
alcohol.
good, man. But
So,
actually, guys, Jerice, man, he has a book that is out that I'm actually very interested in. It's not a lot of, superhero new book that is not like already funded through DC Comics or Marvel that you just hear about, and I even see a few of them on Netflix, with the series that they got, which is the one with Jamie Foxx and Raising Dion and stuff like that. But then, Tori, I was about to say the whole name of the book, but Jerice, he's the author and the writer and illustrator if I'm not wrong.
I didn't draw that. I had
Okay,
to.
so you didn't draw it. Okay.
I can explain the story behind
Yeah, go
how,
ahead and do your thing, man. The floor is yours.
if you still want to talk, you can. But
No, the floor is yours, man. This is your stage
all
now.
right. Well, this book is called Taurian, and Taurian, the name comes from this game called Metroid. If you ever heard of it, it's that Nintendo game. Basically, you play as it's like this chick, and she goes on like alien planets and fights aliens by herself and like wears a suit. If you ever play Smash Brothers, she's the girl that like wears the suit, and then like she also has like she has the whip, like she's out of her suit, like Samus and like Zero Two Samus. Ever play Smash Brothers? But yeah, like the name Taurian actually comes from like in the game Metroid, the last stage you go to fight the final boss is called Taurian, and so that's where the name came from. But originally, I wrote this story because I was a fan of Metroid. It got to a point where my character was literally the Black Samus, but then I realized I don't want to do that because it's cool to see like a Black Spider-Man or a Black Superman, but it gets to a point where you want to create your own unique heroes and with their own unique perspective and identities. And so, my character is based off Samus. I'm not gonna like act like it's not, but I do make them their own original character with their own unique ideas. It's not like my character is, in space fighting aliens by herself. Nah, like my character is in the real world fighting aliens while also dealing with like systemic racism and things of that nature. So, but my journey, man, I took writing seriously in 2008. That's when I started taking it seriously because I was in college. I went to North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride, and I graduated in 2011 with a bachelor's. And then time passed, and I got to graduate school. I went to Miami University. That's out in Oxford, Ohio, which is crazy because when I got accepted, I'm thinking like, oh, it's called Miami University in Florida, but no, it's Ohio, which that disappointed me. But but yeah, but back to the book. The idea. Honestly, there aren't too many prominent like Black women superheroes, so I thought I'd just make one. We can name a few, but Storm is the most prominent one, but she's a part of a team. Like when you think of Storm, you're gonna think of like Wolverine and
X-Men.
Professor X. Like she's just a part of a team. She's not a bad character. She's married to Black Panther. She's powerful in her own right. It's just that when you think of Storm, she's just a part of a team, and that's not a bad thing. I just want my character to be a part of a team, and I wanted her to, be her own thing and be unique. So, I wrote this story March 2011, and life passed, and I got better at the craft. I did a lot of research, and that was the goal, like to create a Black girl superhero. I've written other stories with other characters, like basically you could say I have the Black Avengers at this point. I got a guy in Detroit. I was born in Detroit, but I didn't grow up there, but I grew up like in PG County, Maryland, like close to like DC.
Mm-hmm.
So but I was in Detroit.
Okay, all right.
But I always visit. So I got a guy in Detroit. I got somebody in Atlanta, and I got somebody in Virginia Beach. The publisher actually Black Gold Publishing. I published with. They're in Virginia Beach as well, and they're this Black-owned company that they publish books. And I took a shot with them, and I've been with them since late February, March of last year. So I
That's super dope.
want to create a Black girl superhero, man. There aren't so many. I thought, with superheroes being all the thing, we need more of these characters that look like us. I mean, Black Panther is one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Of course, rest easy Chadwick Boseman. They're making Black Panther 2, and I hope they, do justice to him and his character, and his, they give him the Brian O'Connor, Paul Walker treatment. It's going to be sad to see, which that was really sad to see. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all probably wiped away a tear or two when that scene came up. I know.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, first salute to you, bro. I mean, there's a lot of, I won't say a lot. There's a couple of, Black superheroes that they have come out, but a lot of them are written by white people.
Yeah.
And they don't tell our story, the way it should be told. So salute to you, an actual brother that's writing superhero, fiction or superhero stories. Because we don't get too many of those,
Yeah. I mean,
so where is this book available?
You can go on Amazon, type in my name and type in Taurian, and it should be up there. It should be up there, or you can go on Black Gold Publishing, but Amazon is more popular, so just Amazon. So yeah, I mean, it's not even just like this book was influenced by Metroid, but if you watch stuff like Naruto, you'll like this book. Like a lot of older anime influenced this book too. It's just, it was just a culmination of things, because it's set like in Fullerton, which is like on the outskirts of LA. It's like 45 minutes from LA. There's this event that happened, and we were talking about Derek Chauvin, police brutality. This book kind of like, there was a situation happened in Fullerton where this white guy was pretty much beat up by the police real bad, and he died. And so I kind of use that and reference that and kind of help build a whole, like, not story behind that particular event, but like, kind of use that as a kind of a backdrop to like certain moments and things of that nature. Because we talk about systemic racism. It's not just the police, it's systemic racism is like our school system. Like the fact that Black kids get suspended way more than white kids for doing the exact same stuff.
Yeah.
It's
healthcare,
like drug usage. Blacks and whites use drugs at the same rate, but Black people are 4 to 6 times more likely to be arrested for possession than whites.
Right.
So it's
very true.
It's not just like the police. They just enforce the laws. Like, if we're going to talk about the system, it's the people who write the laws. It's the people who, it's what we see in the media. It's systemic racism that's the real enemy. And my book, I kind of personify systemic racism as a real threat, and my character deals with it the best way I know how, with superpowers. So,
yeah. Look, man, I gotta say, hats off to you, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
This is great. This is great, man. I'm definitely going to be buying the book, as should everybody.
Me as well.
Not only supporting Black businesses, but support Black literature.
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention that book gonna be worth something in a minute.
Yeah, definitely. Because listen, Ja, he's a movie producer and TV producer, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you guys can work together, something like that, and make this thing into like an actual production. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is only the beginning step, right? And I'm pretty sure this is the beginning step. This is a vision, where like you said, we don't see a lot of, Black female superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard when you see Black male superheroes, but we see a lot of them now, right?
Yeah.
But we don't see a lot of, actual Black females superheroes who have their own lead. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Storm is a part of a team. The Wakandan women soldiers, they're a team, but you're not going to really see them have their own solo story. So this is great, man. I'm all for it. I'm definitely going to buy this book.
It looks great, man. I can't wait to read it.
Champy in the chat. Salute, Champy. Champy, am I bugging, or do I remember something about you liking comic books too, Champy? Let us know in the chat. I believe Champy fucks with comic books. Yeah, man. A book like this is like getting in a business at a ground level type of situation. You know what I mean? So, If y'all get this book and keep this shit in good condition, man, listen. By the time your children grow up, that might be part of their inheritance. Trust me when I tell you.
Definitely, man.
Do you ever sell books with autograph or anything like that?
Oh, I mean, if people want autographs, I was told pretty much I could just buy the book at a discounted rate and then just mail it off to people, which I have no problem doing that. It's just that there's some people asking me for autographs, so I got kind of, take my time with it for now. Like I'm getting started on it, but again, it's definitely going to be a process behind all that because I'm in Michigan right now. When I went to grad school in Ohio, I moved to Michigan from PG County.
Yeah.
So, and I've been here ever since like 2017. So, but my publisher's in Virginia Beach. So it's not like I can like drive down and go see them. Nah, I'm here. So
let's do this. I have a few plugs in some of the comic book stores here in DC. So the next time you want to visit here, can work on trying to get like a
install.
I'll be there next month. Like my license is in Maryland, so I have to come back to Maryland and renew it. I couldn't.
So let's get together. Let's try to create like a book signing event, and let's promote it. And I'll definitely put it on the BKE platform as well. So we could definitely do that. That is not hard to do at all, man.
Cool.
Man, that's
cool.
So good,
but yeah, the person who made the cover, I gotta give him a shout out. He is his name is William Wallace. I went to have you ever been like comic book conventions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was it's something called in North Carolina Comic Con. This is back I used to live in North Carolina. He drew a picture of a character from Naruto on me on commission. I saw him and I asked him, "Could you draw a picture?" And this is back in 2014. I've been talking to him ever since. Originally, I wanted the opening scene to be like a comic book, but then this book deal came due, and so we worked with the cover. And mind you, he's in North Carolina, and we started working this cover I would say maybe March of last year. It wasn't done until August. So me being in Michigan, him being in North Carolina, again, I can't just drive to his house 10, 15 minutes. All that cover came from texting and email and just talking back and forth. The face of that girl is a really good friend of mine. Who's actually named Whitney. I had to ask her, could I use her face and use her name, and she was cool with it. So yeah,
that's right, man.
That's great, man. It looks awesome. I will spread the word. You know what I'm saying?
Get it out everywhere, man.
Yeah,
and you sign it for her.
Again,
look, Chantel's always down about support, man. So definitely, listen. How about this? I'm going to buy the book too. Mm-hmm. And when you come down here next month, we're gonna link up, and I'm gonna have you sign the book personally.
Of course. You said you're in DC, right?
Yeah, I live in DC.
Yeah,
literally in the center of DC. Literally.
My family's out in Fort Washington, so that's 20 minutes. 20 minutes, yeah. So yeah. It's of course that's I mean, PG County, man. That's where I grew up at. I remember when Wale was just local.
Wale is Wale is an asshole though, man.
Real. He is, man. He is Wale grew up in one of the neighborhoods that I actually had partially grew up in, and so I kind of know how he rock. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys where he's actually a dope guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it's something that doesn't really interest him, he's a fucking asshole.
Or if he don't know you.
Exactly, that too. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's more of a DC thing, for real. You know what I'm saying? If we don't know you, we're just some straight up assholes. We don't want to hit nothing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I met Young Gleech at the Million Man March. That man shook my hand, gave me his phone number, and he didn't put out the blicky. You know what I'm saying? All the guns he had in the videos. He was a cool motherfucker. I like I said, I'll be out there. But Wale, first of all, he's from PG. That's number one. I know he was in DC too, but come on, man. He's an asshole. Once you get in the industry, you got to shake hands. You know what I'm saying? You got to network with motherfuckers. And I met Wale at an industry event, and I seen he act like an asshole, but I was like, I brushed that off, like, yeah, whatever. And then the nigga he was with is my man's, right? So he didn't know that was my man he was with, that was showing him around New York or whatever. So after that, you know what I'm saying, me and my man chopped it up or whatever. He just standing there looking stupid. Fast forward, we in the industry event, and I see a nigga that's from Maryland or PG or wherever the nigga was from. He was repping DMV somehow, some way. You know what I mean? And he walked up to him. They in New York at an industry event. Mind you, you don't know what any of us do, right? Because we're all at this event. None of us are exclusive to each other at this point. We're all here because we do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the dude ran up on him. Yo, Wale, I'm from DMV, whatever. Wale just looked at this nigga. Like, and nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's like me being from New York and I'm somewhere and somebody like, yo, from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Yo, what's good? You know, I'm gonna chop it up with you, especially if we're in an industry event. So after those scenarios, I said, oh, Wale he's really an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
DC has always had their own style and way of doing things. It's always been a local DC thing. Go-Go, for as long as it's been around, has never blown up on a national scale. Like, you think about all the stuff that was like all the other subgenres of music, like Chopped and Screwed is everywhere. Like back in the day, people was doing hyphy. Go-Go never reached that level of, like, you know, people in California were beating their feet or listening to boy, it's been so long since I heard Go-Go. TCB, I'm naming bands. Rare Essence,
Junkyard Band.
Dang, that's been a while since I've heard those.
I feel like DC did go to a national level. It's just not consistent, and they keep getting bit. Like the go-go music keep getting bit. You know what I'm saying? Like people will make a go-go track who's on a national level, and people will love it. But
honestly, I think Wale making it into his hip hop songs, I think they pretty much downplayed it a little bit. Because to be honest, when Chuck Brown was alive, you know, go-go was more prominent, you know what I'm saying, nationally, on a national level.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, back in those days, you know what I'm saying. We heard doing the yesterday on Trash Box 500 when you played it. And a lot of people who wasn't from DC heard it before, but they didn't know that was go-go. Like, it's go-go. You know what I'm saying? It was by EU. You know what I'm saying? And EU teamed up with Spike Lee to do the video and mass produce the song.
Right.
So so yeah, man. I think you know, with making go-go with hip hop songs just doesn't work. If you're gonna do go-go, but just stop mixing it in with these hip hop songs and stuff like that.
I don't know. I like the mix, but I just think they get bit. Like when he mentioned California, so the Bay Area get bit a lot too, and don't get their credit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bay Area, all the rap from Detroit almost sounds like Bay Area rap. A lot of the way they rap, like even some Southern California shit, they be biting Oakland style. Your man Blueface, how he rap kind of off beat, but it's still a thing to it. That's straight Bay Area shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Lil B, Lil B was doing that years ago.
Facts, but Lil B was getting that from his local scene. You know what I'm saying? Lil B, because Lil B from Berkeley, but he wasn't from like Oakland. He ain't from San Fran, where niggas think San Fran is just gay rights and fucking roller skates or whatever. But San Fran is the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like San Fran is the hood, and they got a real big, like you mentioned hyphy and all that, like that. They got a lot of movements that motherfuckers will bite, like go-go, but then they won't, you know what I mean, give credit to where credit's due. You know what I'm saying? But I like seeing cultures cross though and mix. You know what I'm saying? I do like that shit, but just give credit where it's due. Give go-go his credit. You know what I mean? Give the Bay Area they credit. You see what I'm saying? Like she's saying Anne Marie, that one thing beat. Yep. Jill Scott did something on your mic is on mute. CJ. Jill Scott. Who else did?
Yeah, I was just about to say that too. Jill Scott with the last thing. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or
the Roots.
The other one,
bullshit.
Yeah, what's the other one with Jill Scott?
Damn, the Roots in go-go? Damn, I didn't even know that.
A bunch of people used go-go beats and ran with it and never gave the credit to where it's really due. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers did that, man.
It's crazy though, because when you look at like something like Houston,
Salt and Pepper, yep. Salt and Pepper, Redemption just said my fault. Go ahead.
You look at something like Houston, they constantly acknowledge DJ Screw when it comes to like slow down music and like there's this dude, I forget his name, Slater. He does slowed and reverb. Like,
I heard about that bullshit.
Yeah, like he said, like everything I do is because of DJ Screw. Don't ever make it seem like I start something new. It came from DJ Screw because they were saying that like he invented chopped and screwed, and he was like, wait, nah, no, everything I do came from DJ Screw.
The white folks were saying that. The white folks,
yeah, he had to clarify. He was like, no, DJ Screw.
He was about to not be able to tour no more. That bullshit.
Yeah. There's this white girl that said it on like her TikTok or whatever that it came from the Slow River. He was like, wait, nah. But
salute the Go-Go, man. Salute the Go-Go.
Salute the Go-Go, man. I like me being from the city. I don't listen to the new Go-Go, but I always listen to that old school shit. You know what I'm saying? The BYB, the TCB, the CCB, the Backyard, the UE, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just because I grew up around my uncles, my pops. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to a lot of that old school Go-Go. I don't listen to that new shit now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's mainstream. You know what I'm saying? It's mainstream, man. And
they washed it.
They pretty much washed it. It's just it's not as original as it is no more. I think it's more of, from it being original, it's now like almost like whatever song that they think they can transition into Go-Go, they use it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And some of don't get me wrong, some of them do be good, right? Some of them do be good, like the UCB Twerk For Me, you know what I'm saying, where they used the variation of Smile For Me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was dope. It's one of my actually favorite recent Go-Go tracks. But then they turn around and it's just certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, where it's mainstream and it's cool and all, but I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. But Therese, we definitely going to talk about trying to get this book signing event up. You know what I'm saying? Even Jive, if you ain't doing nothing, you definitely come on down as well. I know you be traveling back and forth as well.
Yeah, we definitely looking to connect with folks this summer, and me, Steph, and some of the guys at the Renters Union and our Queens too. We're thinking about doing some sort of like maybe tour over the summer, kind of skipping through different states. So we're trying to see if we're just going to do it one time, or maybe we just hit up different states at different times. So DC is definitely on that list. You know what I mean? And maybe we might just make that the first thing we do when he come down there for next month. We'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying, but I definitely need my my autograph copy because
yeah, of course.
I believe in you, brother. I believe in the vision. I believe in the concept. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely need my autograph copy for the stash. Real
yeah,
talk.
I mean, yeah, of course. Definitely. I mean, for me, I knew I knew this is what I was meant to be doing because I went to A&T. That's a black school. I was in a sea of black students. For grad school, that wasn't the case. I was the only black person probably in that town. And nobody made me feel uncomfortable out of place. Nah, it was never that. They embraced me with open arms. It's just that they all love what I wrote. Mm-hmm. And mind you, I'm writing from the black perspective. I'm not writing from
But hold on. You want to know why you ain't feel out of place?
Why?
You placed yourself there. And
yeah, I worked hard
about the outside.
Yeah,
exactly.
They knew I had skills. It's just I didn't expect them all to love it so much because I just wrote what I felt like writing. And that's how I am. I write what I feel like writing. I mean, if it's enjoyable, it's enjoyable. But if it's not, I'll go back and go fix it. So But as far as like the books I'll have to get in contact. I mean, the book thing. I mean, we can do that. I'll have to get in contact with my publisher to see how many copies I can get because. If they can supply me with some copies, I'll just see if they can either send them to you and if I can get them because I'll be there around maybe like I would say
we gonna get you. We gonna get you there, so you can sign those on your personal.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I can do that, but yeah, I have to talk to the publisher to see how many copies I can get for myself. Because I told him just give me a few now, but I mean, the more people that want it, I'll get more and see if I can just bring a signed copy with me.
You said when in June? Was you thinking about coming? When in June?
I have to be at like the DMV at by June 11th to do something, but I mean it's Maryland. I can just chill at my family house. So I mean, after 11, I'm pretty much free, and I can just leave whenever I want. Really.
So yeah, definitely let me know. Definitely let me know. We'll definitely we definitely get together. We'll figure something out. I actually want to make an announcement. This summer we got a lot of things coming up with the BKE podcast. Of course, you heard one of the announcements with us officially being, teaming up with the Ranters Union. Salute to Ranters Union, and we appreciate you guys. Another announcement is we are officially on all the major streaming platforms: Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, things like that. So we're definitely throughout the week. Thank you. Thank you, man. So throughout the week, you guys will be able to listen to the rerun of the episode. It'll be live on all major streaming platforms, Tidal, things like that. So you guys definitely check that out. If you guys have missed this and have to go back, and don't want to watch the actual footage, you guys can definitely do that. Another big announcement is the BKE podcast. As you guys know, we'll be having merch soon. T-shirts, masks, hats, socks, things like that, with the Respect the Crown hashtag. We believe that everybody is royalty. Everybody is royalty. We deserve to feel like royalty. So that is our that is what it is. And another thing is, sooner or later, once the U.S. starts opening up, the BKE podcast is looking to do a mini tour on the East Coast. So we definitely looking to hit some studios in different parts of the city, and host like a live podcast show in some of the major cities, whether it's on campus at colleges or things like that. So we got some things that we do have to work on. So I hope you guys just keep following us and supporting us. I thank you. But Jerice, man, I can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy schedule for to be here today.
Of course. Thank you for
man, it's all love. It's all love. Ja, thank you again for the opportunity for being here, man. We appreciate it. Guys, this is definitely the end of the show. You guys ain't gotta go home, but you guys gotta get the hell up out of here. But but you can definitely, if you guys haven't already, you guys can subscribe to us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter and Facebook at the BKE Podcast. All one word, or you can do BKE Podcast separate. Show us live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central every Saturday. All right, make sure you guys follow and subscribe us, give a nigga a like. It's all free. It's all free to do so. Support us and follow us. And if you guys have any topics that you guys want us to discuss throughout the week, definitely send us a holler on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll talk about it on the next week. You guys have a great night. Thank you to the special guests. This is the BK Podcast, and see you when we see y'all.
Peace.
Peace.